Jason
Episode
and
1.
Sarah had always dreamed of finding the perfect apartment, a cozy space where they could begin their new life together. When they stumbled upon the charming, albeit slightly weathered, old building nestled in the heart of the city, they were immediately smitten. The rent was affordable, the location was ideal, and the apartment, though a bit outdated, had a unique character that appealed to them. It seemed like the perfect place to start their next chapter. However, as they settled into their new home, the couple began to notice strange occurrences that they couldn't quite explain. At first, it was the little things, the creaking floorboards that echoed in the night, the drafty corners of the apartment where the air always seemed colder than it should be, and the faint whispers that seemed to come from the walls themselves. They brushed these off as the quirks of an old building, attributing them to the age and structure of the apartment, but as the days turned into weeks, the disturbances became harder to ignore. What began as mild annoyances gradually grew into unsettling events that left them feeling on edge. The creaks in the floorboards started to sound like footsteps, the drafts became sudden gusts of icy wind, and the whispers grew louder, as if someone, or something, was trying to communicate with them. Despite their efforts to remain rational, the couple could no longer deny that something was terribly wrong in their new home. One evening, the couple found themselves huddled together on the couch, the atmosphere in the apartment thick with tension. The wind outside howled against the windows, and the lights flickered ominously. Jason tried to remain calm, reassuring Sarah that it was just the weather, but his own heart was pounding in his chest. Suddenly, a violent gust of wind slammed a nearby window shut with such force that the glass panes rattled in their frames. Sarah let out a gasp, her eyes wide with fear, and clutched Jason's arm tightly. "We have to do something," she whispered, her voice trembling. "We can't keep living like this." Jason nodded, his own fear mirroring hers. They had tried to ignore the strange happenings, to dismiss them as figments of their imagination, but it was becoming clear that they could no longer turn a blind eye. They needed answers, and they needed them fast.